Welcome! In this series of short videos, we will look at topics common to both the PowerBasic console and Windows compilers. Today we will look at the repeat command. Today we're going to look at the repeat string command. This is possibly a command you may have overlooked, but in certain circumstances it does become very useful. Say for example we wish to repeat a single character 5 times. We could do that using the repeat $command, which takes a mere 2 parameters. The first parameter is the number of times you wish the following string repeated, and the second parameter is the string itself. Here I'm giving it a single character string of an asterisk. If we run this application now, we will see that it has repeated the asterisk character 5 times. Now, while that might not seem particularly useful, if we start to use it with more than a single character, you may see a use for it very quickly. Here we are repeating again 5 times, but we're repeating 2 double quote characters followed by a comma. The output from this starts to look a little more interesting. If you do a great deal of file handling, you may well need to create comma-separated variable files. So if we're creating a standard formatted CSV file, we can use the repeat command quite usefully. In here, our string is now slightly bigger. Within the double quotes, we're putting another string containing the words no data. If we run this now, so we now have a formatted string of the words no data wrapped in double quotes 5 times. Now that in itself is fairly useful. But we can make use of one of our other existing libraries to update one element of that formatted string before we do anything else with it. So in order to do this, I'm going to be pulling in one of our other libraries, the pbcommon_strings.include file. It has some routines in it that we're going to make use of. So in this str data string, there are 5 elements. If we wish to update one element of this 5 element string, we can do that quite easily using a function within our new library called parsePut. So in this, I've set a variable to be the element number I wish to update, and a string to hold the value I want to update it to. Now all we have to do is to use the parsePut function to slot it in. ParsePut takes 4 parameters. The data into which it's going to slot the new information, the delimiter, in which case is a comma here, the element number you wish to update, in this case the 4th element, and the value you want to put in there. And the return from the function is your updated string. So if we run this now, you'll see that the 4th element has now picked up the some new data string. So using repeat, we can quite easily build up a formatted string, and then using another function, parsePut, we can update any element within that quite easily. So what if we're using a different delimiter? Well, if we're using a pipe delimiter here, we're using pipe with a space on either side. This gives us a blank formatted string which is pipe delimited. And again we can slot in our new data and display it using the parsePut command. The only difference being, we're specifying that the delimiter, rather than being a comma, is now a pipe character. And there is our some new data slotted in to the 2nd element of that string. So today we've had a look at 2 functions. The repeat function, which will repeat any string you give it X number of times, and the parsePut function in one of our own libraries, which will allow you to put a string into that formatted string created by the repeat $command. Hopefully you'll find these functions useful in your own code. But that's it for today. Thank you for watching.